What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 36 of the Hella Average Gamescast. As always, I'm your co-host, Cam, and alongside me tonight, we've got a motley crew as always. Jeremy and Carmen, what's happening, fellas?
What's up, man?
Shit,
Not
just
too
hanging
much.
in there.
Yeah.
Y'all had a good week so far? No, it's early.
Oh, man, I've been, you know me, I've been busy on the hunt.
Oh, yeah?
All week
Yeah, I
long.
think we got a little bit to talk
Yeah.
about in a little bit.
Yeah.
How about you, Carmen? How's your Monday and Tuesday been so far?
Monday and Tuesday have been alright. Just working, trying to hang in there and make it. Trying to get to Friday.
Did you get over the nastiness that you came down with last week?
Yeah, after I got hit with it for the second time in 4 weeks, I think it's getting out.
We can blame it on Jeremy.
Yeah, he's the sick fuck in this group.
Hey, just because I go around stabbing people with random syringes filled with certain things, don't make me
That's
sick.
a weird habit you got, Jeremy. I don't know how you got that.
It's a condition.
Is it
I got that.
is it certified?
You have a doctor's note?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night. I'm drinking beer. We're talking about video games. I can't wait. So let's kick it off. Carmen, what you been playing?
Man, you won't even believe what I've been playing.
Okay, hit me.
I got back into Call of Duty.
Oh my god.
And I'm not talking like I'm
Wow.
not talking about like my normal like 2 kills, 12 deaths. I'm going near positive, and even almost every game.
Say what?
Like something just clicked. I was playing Resogun, just fucking around, and all of a sudden my brother shoots me an invite. He's like, "You want to play some Call of Duty with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" I hop on, I tell him, I'm like, "Look, I'm trash. Tell me what gun you're using." He tells me the gun, I equip that shit, and the rest has been history. I topped the leaderboard one game.
No shit.
And like
Wow.
that's a pretty big feat for me because Call of Duty is the worst shooter for me.
I know you played it the first night we bought it, and then you basically said, "Fuck this game, I'm done."
Yeah, like that was it. Like hang it up.
So you got that itch. You started playing a little bit of Call of Duty.
Yeah, so
what
that
gun are
like
you
has
using?
the STG-44.
Okay, yeah. I don't use that. I don't think.
The gun is nice, and once I got the high caliber rounds, woo-wee!
Man, that's like Jeremy playing Destiny or something.
I know.
Huh. Only difference is it's actually happened in Carmen's case.
Yes.
So now that you're going positive and near positive, are you getting a little bit less frustrated with it?
Oh no, it's still super frustrating.
Yeah, you can't get away from that, can you?
Yeah, I can't get that out of my system. As much as I would like for it to be out, it's just never going to happen. I'm always going to be salty in Call of Duty. It's just because I don't have the Call of Duty timing, as they call it.
Man, that's so cool to hear because, we've been talking about playing Overwatch, and we ain't played Overwatch, but you're playing Call of Duty. I don't know if I appreciate that.
I mean, you don't text me to play games. You just get on at 5 in the morning and play for an hour, and you don't tell anybody these things. And I'm not getting out of bed that early, so you either play at night or you don't fucking play with me, okay?
I try to play with you at least once a week if I can. Maybe
Yes, Dad.
twice.
Please, don't forget me.
Jeremy, man, what have you been playing?
Now, you know what I've been playing. I've been hunting some monsters all week long.
So this game is the bane of Carmen's existence. Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
Yeah.
It's not the bane of my existence. It doesn't even exist in my existence.
Well, it's going to be the bane of your existence. It's all me and Cam are going to talk about for a little bit, so you can just go get you a beer.
Yeah, go get you a beer. Take a
Yeah.
rip. Do something.
Yeah,
But go ahead. Tell me about it.
Yeah, man. This like I was saying before, I've only ever played one other Monster Hunter game before this, and it was Monster Hunter Freedom on the PSP. And I didn't like it on the PSP. It was really slow paced. It was confusing as fuck. I just didn't know what to do. None of the game mechanics were really explained. I couldn't really even complete hardly any missions. But I just heard such great things about Monster Hunter World. I was like, well, fuck. I'll just give it a shot. And man, I've just been addicted. I just cannot stop putting this down. I even picked up Shadow of the Colossus. Played it. I beat like the first 3 Colossi. I was like, man, I started getting like that itch. Like a fucking cocaine addict. Like I just want to go back. I kind of want to just gather some more material. Like maybe hunt just a few more monsters. I'm almost got that one armor set complete. I might be able to upgrade this weapon. I was like, well, I gotta hunt down that fucking T-Rex sooner or later. But man, I don't know if I'm ready. And it's like, oh, I can finally trap some monsters. Maybe I can do that. It's just it's one of those. I read an article that described it perfectly. That it's a lifestyle game. Like it's one of those games that you don't necessarily play. It just kind of just consumes your life, and I understand it now.
So I haven't got to that point yet. I'm playing it too. We haven't played together yet. Let's clarify.
We'll do that at some point.
We will do that.
Do not worry.
So I had a little slower start. Like I'm walking in basically like a toddler on this game. Never played any Monster Hunter. It's definitely like a Capcom Japan game, so it already has like a little bit of a learning curve. So I started out, and the first thing I noticed is the world is phenomenal. Love the world and the surroundings.
Yes, beautiful game.
The monsters seem really well done. They all seem to have, some diversity to them.
That's what I like. No two monsters are alike.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
They're not just reskinning, putting a dragon or a lizard skin onto a bigger dragon,
No,
it's really cool. So I got into it, and I think once I completely get this learning curve, I'm going to be hooked. Like I would say 60% hooked.
Yeah. Yeah,
a lot of my problem was I used the weapon you suggested. The light proto-axe or something.
Proto-axe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there like this sucks. I can't stand this. So I started messing around with the weapons. Started really liking the dual blades, which is like a 2-sword fast attack. You hit, you get like 6 hits off, and you get the hell out. You're dodging out of the way.
Yep.
So once I started doing that, I hunted my first monster. I'm like, okay, I get what's going on here.
Yeah.
Then once you start learning the hub world, you got your smith, you got your provisions guy, you've got all kinds of stuff. You can learn about monsters. There's like a bestiary. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the research center.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff to learn. So once I get that down, I think I'm really going to like the game. I've hunted my first big monster, like the one you do right after the tutorial. So that was pretty cool.
The great Jagra.
Yeah.
That's
a long hunt. Like I found him.
Yep.
And like you're fighting him, and then he runs.
Yep.
And you fight him, then he runs.
That's actually one of the shorter hunts too.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some that I did one where I think it just took so long that I wasn't prepared. Where it was back in that ancient forest, the first area. I can't remember what it was called, but it's basically like this giant. It's kind of like a big lizard. It's covered in fur and it's up in the treetops, and it like generates electricity by rubbing against the trees with its fur, and it like glides like a flying squirrel. It can shock the shit out of you, paralyze you. It's super fast. It loves to zip around, and it took me forever. That thing like ran off like 5 or 6 times. But I think the reason it took so long was 1, the armor I was wearing was weak to lightning, so I was fucked there. Yeah, and 2, I was using a heavy weapon. I was using the hammer.
Okay.
And which, when it hit, it did some damage, but it was if I could hit them. I should have gone in there with a fast weapon like the one you had, the dual blades.
Yeah.
I would have made quick work of them. But I was just like, man, I was glad to get that hunt done. But then when I went back and I had the parts and I could make like the new armor, I was like, damn, that armor looks fucking badass as shit. I gotta go back and hunt them again.
Is that what you do? Like you can hunt the same monster to get the pieces to make certain armor sets, right?
Yeah, if you go back to there's like a postings board.
Yeah.
That's where you get your quests. If you go into optional, you can redo any and all quests you've done. But you don't have to do that to even get the monster. You can just go right back into the zone and just free roam without a quest.
I did that when I was doing there's a quest I had to get like 30 mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I just ran right back up on the giant Jagger or whatever his name is.
Yeah, you can hunt them over and over again as much as you want. I mean, once they're killed, you have to exit that area to come back and fight that particular one again. Since there's only like one great monster at a time. Well, there's multiple great monsters, but you won't find more than one like great Jagra. If you want to kill more of them, you have to keep coming back. But free roam is really good for like harvesting materials, and because there's no time limit to it. There's no restrictions. You can just go wherever you want and do whatever you want, and you can return at any time. The only thing you have to keep in mind is, and this is something the game doesn't tell you, is the longer you're in the zone, your stamina bar, the max starts to shrink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I noticed I was getting tired really quick, but if you eat food, it'll boost it back up. In fact, you can keep eating and boost it farther and farther.
Okay.
You can either do that by buying rations or do the much cooler option of just hunt. You know those big docile creatures you saw at the very beginning that don't attack you?
Yeah, I killed them all.
Yeah, just kill them, take their meat, and you can use your barbecue spit and just roast it.
Oh, okay. So that's cool.
Yep.
So this game, it really has. I might start dubbing it this, but it's got like this crack factor. Like I know it's there.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna hook people, and I see why. This is like, and I dare I say it, this is like a Destiny-esque in-game type game.
It's very much designed to be that way. This is one of those games you're gonna put hundreds of hours into once it clicks. Like it's already clicked for me. I think you're on the verge of getting clicked. I really recommend just, doing some more quests and just going out and, if you want, watch a couple videos. Like I think I sent you one.
Yeah.
Kind of give you some ideas, because there's some things in the game that they don't specifically tell you. Like, they didn't tell me about how to cook meat.
Right, I still don't know how to cook meat.
Yeah, because you gotta, like, they don't tell you how to use some of your items, how to hotbar them, and so forth. It's probably best, like, watch some videos, maybe read up a little bit on it, because once you do, it helps make things a lot easier. And certain things, like, I really wanted to capture a monster bad, but they wait until a specific mission to kind of introduce you to it, and then once you do, it's super fucking fun, and I want to do it again.
Maybe what we'll do, because we're getting together next weekend to film some Select Start. And wait, is it next weekend? It is next weekend. Shoot, yeah. Cool. So we're gonna get together next weekend and film some Select Start. So maybe we'll throw like one hunt in there, just to let people kind of see what it is.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because I mean that's a good 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Could be longer.
Oh, it wouldn't take that long. I could do a hunt in like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I guess when you've already done.
It's just a basic hunt.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Just kind of let them see just get some cool playtime, because the game needs to be seen. I can't lie. The game the aesthetic is awesome.
Oh yeah.
On the Pro, they give you an option, because I know you're not running on the Pro, are you, Jeremy?
No, I don't have a Pro. I wish I did for this though.
You can prioritize graphics at the beginning. You can prioritize frame rate. So what I did was I prioritized frame rate, and it looks amazing.
Yeah,
it is smooth.
I was wanting to do that myself. I don't know if I could do it on the regular or not, because I know you do it on Horizon Zero Dawn, I think, on the regular, can't you?
You can, yeah.
And I was hoping to do that because, like, there's a few moments where it does get like the 60 FPS, and it just like looks like butter.
Yeah. So also, which we'll talk a little bit more later, the new Sony patch came out or is coming out.
Yeah, it does super sampling.
It does super sampling, so that's really good for somebody like you who doesn't have a 4K monitor. So we'll talk about a little bit more about that later. So enough. We could probably drone on and on about this new game. Yeah. So it's definitely up to the hype. The game is phenomenal. So what else have you been playing?
I got the new Shadow Colossus today.
Yeah, you said you did about 3 Colossi.
I killed the first 3 Colossi, and once again, it's gonna sound like a broken record, but this game looks fucking beautiful. It's just as good as I remember. I remember specifically when the original Shadow of the Colossus came out. I remember the magazine I was reading, the only complaint they had for the game was they said that they kind of wished that Team Ico had waited until the PS3 came out so they could have made it for that and made it look even more beautiful. And this is basically what we're getting now. This game looks fucking amazing. The frame rate is 60 FPS, which is fantastic. And it's so fucking good. It still gets me in all those like awe moments. Just like when you remember the first time you saw Jurassic Park and you just see those dinosaurs and it just that childlike sense of wonder sits in. I still fucking get that every time I see a new Colossus. The music starts swelling. There's like the little ominous cutscene that plays before where you're kind of leading into its lair. Like I even sat through all the I could have honestly skipped the like entire opening sequence because I know the story. I could have got right to hunting, but I wanted to watch it again because it really just gets you into the mood and the story. Like I said, this isn't so much a game as it is an experience, in my opinion. It's like something everyone should experience at least once in their life.
I will be experiencing it soon. I plan to get it. It's funny because I saw something on Twitter, and I think that the original Shadow of the Colossus had a 91 on Metacritic, and this one got a 92.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
This is actually the definitive version. I mean, like, they even have a new layout for the controller, because the old one was kind of wonky. It was one of those where you just kind of got used to it. And honestly, it's funny because when I started playing, my muscle memory immediately went back to the old layout. So I was pressing like triangle to jump, and that didn't do it. It like ended up like calling my horse and so forth. But once I got used to the new layout, it's definitely better. It's much more like modern games where X is jump, square is attack, circle is dodge roll, and so forth. But you can still have the option to go back to modern if you want.
X jump for the loss.
You don't X jump?
No, I hate X jumping.
Dude, that's like basic bitch gaming right there.
We've talked about this. All Carmen does is bumper jumper.
If I can bumper jump, I'm bumper jumping.
Yeah, you tried bumper jumping in this game, you're gonna die.
Me and Carmen played some Dragon Ball Fighters.
Dog.
He's getting better. I did whooped up on him. He didn't beat me one time, but
the last match, I fucking gave you the business.
I'm not one to gloat at all. Carmen's getting a lot better. I took my skills into the ranked match and I won, so that was pretty cool. That game, once I beat the story, and I'm probably going to cut it on and do a little bit of arcade, and then I'm going to play that game like I play Injustice just every once in a while.
Have you done the combo challenges yet?
I did 2 of them.
They're
and
rough,
they
man.
are tough. Like the last combo, good lord.
Yeah, they deceive you. They start off super easy, like, yeah, fuck this, square, square, square. Oh, square, triangle, yeah. But at the end, it's just like square, triangle, circle, quarter circle back, midair, teleport, fire, special beam cannon, let him bounce off the wall, smash up again, grab him with your long arm, fling him up the air, hit him with a super light grenade, teleport again. Like, fuck, how am I supposed to remember all this, let alone pull it off?
Yeah.
I
It got
finished Freezes.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I did phrases also. He's one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
I
He
think
has some cool moves, though.
I think, like, I've only been able to, like, 100% 3 of them. I think the other ones were, like, Trunks, and I want to say maybe Krillin. And even then, I think one of those, I would just, like, fluked it. I don't know how I fucking managed to get number 10 done, but it's done.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. I mean, it's cool to do just to see the combos.
Well, that's more for, like, I guess pro players. Just like, hey, here's some tricks you can pull off. Get them
Yeah,
scrubs.
and like, I did the arcade mode. I did Snake Way. And,
yeah, I did that too.
That was fun. Like, I did 3 matches with it, and I beat it.
Yeah, but, they got harder ones for you. You can do, like, a hypergravity chamber and so forth.
Yeah, I haven't done either one of those. But it's weird. I've already got... So when you beat those, you get the Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta.
Well, you should have gotten that if you pre-ordered.
But I've already got... Yeah, I'm about to say I already got them.
Yeah.
So, it's not really worth it. I mean, I'm probably going there just to do it. But like I said, I had so much fun with that game. I think I've got about 15 to 20 hours into it.
I tell you
so
though,
it's fun, man.
Hey, I gotta start getting into it. When we meet up, I'm gonna get my ass kicked if I don't start training.
Yeah, if you haven't played, Jeremy, I'm going to give it to you.
I haven't touched up all week. I'm just gonna go in there and start like square, 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 and you're gonna like fucking teleport behind me, get me into a fucking 50-hit combo, switching out 3 characters. It's gonna be like some pro level shit.
I have a hard time switching characters. That's one thing that I noticed.
I don't, because I know you just hold the button down to get them in. You hold down L1 or L2.
If you get combo locked, you like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That you get combo locked, you're fucked.
Like, I was combo locking Carmen a couple times. He's like, I can't fucking change. I can't fucking change.
Yeah.
And then Cam's like, did I do something wrong? And I'm like, nah, dog. I'm just mad at the game. Like, I'm not even mad at you for slapping me right now. I just wanted to change characters.
That's one problem I have with the game, and I don't know if you can, like, once you start getting combo locked, I don't know if there's, like, a way to cancel it or nothing.
You can recover. There's a way to recover.
So, yeah, square. You can do a square, which recovers when you're falling.
Yeah, but that's after they're done.
The only other thing is I forget what it's called, but you do, like, the red circle blast.
Oh, that little dragon aura, or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that's dragon aura, and that disrupts, but you can only use it when you've powered it up. So if you've already, let's say you just use it, and then you get combo locked again, you're kind of
fucked. Yeah, see, recovery don't mean shit, but because when that computer is druggling your ass, you just have to sit there and take it. Because most fighting games I've seen have that, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, you start getting combo locked, you can like use up a super bar to like break the combo or something.
I mean, there's ways to do it in here, but it really is a pain in the ass. When you start getting combo, you just gotta hope they drop it, and you can capitalize.
Yeah. I have heard, though, that there's actually a lot of stuff in there the game doesn't teach you. This is kind of hidden.
Oh, so
there's probably something we're missing.
Yeah, like it's good. Like I've gotten decent at the game, but I probably average a 10-hit combo. And there's people out there that are dropping 60 pointers on the reg.
Well, like, I mean,
I'm like, good God.
10-hit combos are nothing, but you can automatically do a 20. But I'm sure this is like against human opponents.
When you're against human opponents, it's not automatic. You get 4.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the game, I could get 59 and 60s, no problem.
Who are you? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you gonna ask who I was using?
Yeah, who are you maining?
So I pretty much set my main as TN, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and either Super Saiyan Goku or Nappa.
That's pretty good roster, except for Nappa.
So I beast mode with Nappa. Like, I mean, roll with him.
I'm sure. Like Carmen brought up a good point last week, where it's so well made that you can have like everyone can have like different favorites and they all play well.
You're absolutely right. Like, and when I brought Nappa on the screen, I think I said it last week, Nappa takes up a lot of the screen. So
Yeah.
I played him against Carmen, and Carmen was like, "Oh God, what the fuck? He's huge."
He's so
Well,
huge.
I will. Well, that's the thing is, that makes him an easier target. But I did notice he does have an advantage in that he can seem to like shrug off a couple attacks.
Yeah, he's
There's-
a tank, man. He's a fucking
Yeah.
tank.
Because there's a couple times I hit him, he didn't even flinch, and I was like, "Fuck."
I kind of wonder, like, I need to go look on Reddit and see if somebody's researched the hitboxes.
Well, dude,
I did see. I've seen a thing. I don't know what website it's off of. It was actually posted by somebody on Giant Bomb on their Twitter. But there is a tier program, and people have already mapped out like the top tier. And
Oh, I was
you know,
wondering. how long
Goku's
would that
pretty
take?
low. Like Goku's under TN.
Really? Wow.
and
I think
Krillin, I
Goku
think.
plays like trash. I don't
Who's-
even like him.
Yeah, I
So-
can't play Super Saiyan God Goku, but I'm pretty good at Super Saiyan Goku.
So who was top tier? Do you remember?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm thinking, so I don't know if this is on that same list, but I heard Vegeta is the best support character
Mm-hmm.
to keep a juggle going.
I will say I bet you Cell's number one because I watched some online matches and like, everyone uses Cell.
Really?
So I think he might be top tier, and a lot of people had Vegeta also, but I think that was more for the support, like you were talking about.
Let me see what Google has to say, because now I'm interested to see the whole thing.
While you're googling that though, did you see that story about the guy who I think placed like 8th place in a Fighter Z tournament using a Rock Band keyboard?
Yes,
That's
yes,
fucking
I saw
awesome.
that, dude. Yep. The title for the article was, "For my next number, catch these hands."
Oh, shit.
God, dude. All right, top tier. Here you go. You ready?
Yep.
Before we jump into the Dragon Ball Z, let's look at confirmed characters that were available. Okay, here we go. And I don't know if this is correct. S tier, which is the best.
Yeah.
Piccolo, Hit, and Goku Black.
So I knew Hit was going to be at the top. He's like some
Yeah.
technical motherfucker.
A tier is Boo, Frieza, Trunks, Beerus, and 16.
Which Boo, fat or kid?
It just says Boo, so I'm guessing
Okay.
fat.
Okay.
B tier is Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Vegeta, 18, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and Perfect Cell.
Mm-hmm. Wow, really?
And C tier is Gohan, Goku, Kid Buu, Gotenks, and Nappa.
Yeah, I
All the
didn't.
rest are lowest.
I didn't really care for Gohan. I thought he was kind of weak in this.
Yeah.
I just-
so
yeah.
that's the tier that I'm seeing right now. That's on rankedboost.com. So we'll see. I mean, I think that this game has a lot more to flesh out, and eventually we'll have a definitive list. But Piccolo, I just can't get the hang of, so it's weird that he's a top tier player.
I can see him being top tier. He's got a lot of like juggling shit where he can throw you around and catch you in midair and so forth. I think he's
my favorite player.
I think he's more of a technical fighter like him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so we did some of that, and that's really fun. Let's see, I haven't played pretty much anything else. Me and Will, we did a little bit of Fortnite one night, and that's about it. So it sounds like we all got a good amount of gaming in this week.
Oh yeah.
Some surprises coming from Carmen.
Yeah, man. Got to switch
Very
it up
cool.
sometimes.
Yeah, you can't get stale, you'll get bored, man.
I mean, you can't tell me I can't get stale, dog. Like,
You're right, because you play the same thing every night.
every night I play. I have a routine. I'm a man of habit. I mean, think about it. I play a launch title game.
True, you're
Still.
you're a dedicated player to the games you like.
Yes, it's like I still will jump on Resogun almost every day and at least take a gander at my score. I've been playing really shitty lately. It's really frustrating.
Well, to be fair, Resogun's a fantastic game.
I know. I've been thinking about trying to do a charity stream with it and see if people will like pledge to donate like 10 cents per human I save or
Oh, that'd be
50
cool.
cents per like 100 million points I score, and I just play Resogun for 24 hours straight.
Oh, I've seen people back stupider shit, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd fucking.
I think it would be dope. We do
I'd
a
help you with
24-hour stream, and it's just like for charity, and we just hit it. Like we'll just play Resogun all night, and people have to pledge based on points.
There
If
go.
you think that sounds awesome, let us know. We'll make it happen.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, for real, we
Yeah.
can make
Yeah,
this
like,
happen.
I don't care what they like. Don't do something stupid like pledge a penny per point, because your boy can put up some numbers.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
it should be based like how many humans you save, and it could be like one of those charity walks where it's like for every mile you give $10 or something. So for every human you give like 50 cents.
That'd be a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, give that all. Well, I'm just saying, however
Yeah,
much
like
you want.
per game of survival, I can probably save 150 humans.
Well, there you go. And then you just give it all to charity at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
If you like the sound of that, let us know. We always love helping out charity. We did it a lot in college. We did a lot of philanthropy. It was really fun. Jeremy's kind of a Scrooge, so I don't know how much charity he helps.
Hey. I give my money to single, unwed, attractive mothers.
There you go.
in need of some cash.
With stretch marks and C-section scars.
You know, that's illegal in some states, Jeremy.
Especially C-section scars.
On that note, let's talk about some new releases. Guess what came out this week?
Oh, gee, I wonder.
Mahjong Legends 12.
No, that's been out. You know that. There's not a whole lot, but Shadow of the Colossus dropped this week. I know I mentioned it last week, but you need to pick this game up. It's awesome. I can't wait to play it. I think me and Carmen are going to get it.
Yeah, man. Gonna get it on payday.
So that's only the big announcement. You got some stuff coming to Switch. I think it's about time. I know I've said this a lot and I'm slacking, but I think it's about time to start updating the website again. We're kind of out of the holiday blues and the lows.
Yeah,
so we'll start doing
slacking.
that. Me and Carmen made a point to get back on that website and keep bringing you the good stuff as we tend to do. But that's it. Go play some of these games. You've already got at least 3 or 4 awesome games to play this year. So go get them. And on that note, let's start talking about some news. What do you say, fellas? All right. This week, and this week only, on the Xbox One and the PlayStation, you can play Rainbow Six Siege for free. They do these events quite often just to get you to play games, and if you like them, you can usually buy them at a reduced price, if I'm not mistaken. So I know they've done like Overwatch before. Then they did For Honor one weekend. So Ubisoft tends to do this a lot, just to kind of get their games out there. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually thinking about going and play it because I've only played it like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago when it snowed and my buddy Will came over and we snowed ourselves in and drank a lot and just played the game. And that was pretty fun.
And it snowed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you do things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so yeah, the game was fun then, and they've done nothing but like keep up with their shit. Like Ubisoft is great at ongoing games. So I'll be playing it. I know it's probably not up either one of your alley. You know, I know how y'all
got no
are.
interest.
But nonetheless, it's cool. So go play it for free. We got GameStop to talk about. Their CEO, Paul Raines, stepped down due to health issues. So they've got a brand new CEO. He's been a long-time employee. So I wonder if things will change.
Man,
what do you think?
It couldn't get any worse.
You would think. I mean, they've got a terrible model. Like, it's terrible for the employees. Like, the employees get shit on. And it doesn't really benefit the gamers.
No. Like, I think the only good thing that they've done since I can remember was the announcement of that rental program that they were starting up.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything about it since we mentioned it.
Yeah, because they fucked it up and they had to go back.
They fucked it up that one time, and they haven't mentioned anything else about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming, or it needs serious tweaks.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but they went in there like half cocked, and they were getting just fucked over.
You know, at one point I wanted
in there
to
with like those cheap fucking dollar store water guns that just don't even spurt anything out, and the market came with super soakers.
Exactly.
What an analogy, Carmen. Carmen from the sidelines with that one.
Gotta pay that Jewish writer for you.
That's like 7 bags of dicks out of 10.
Here.
But you know, at one point I was like, I don't even want to give GameStop my money. I thought about switching over to Best Buy or just digital purchases.
I mostly do Amazon.
Yeah, and I think, that's, I just don't like it. I've known people that worked at GameStop, and it's really shitty because they have to push this, these extras. I think they have quotas to meet and, stuff like that. It's just, I don't want to go buy a game and get asked 50 questions and get pressured into stuff, or try to get pressured into it.
Every time I go to GameStop, to be fair, yeah, the employees are very nice. I generally feel like they're gamers and all that. And I do sympathize with them because they do push all the bullshit. And I know they have to. They've got no other choice. I know they don't want to do it. And I really wish they just dropped that shit. The corporate managers and all that. Which, it sucks. Honestly, if they just dropped all that pre-order crap, it would be so much better. You can just go in there and just buy fucking games or use games without being harassed to buy shit.
Yeah, but they're just trying to figure out a way to make it that you actually go in and buy physical copies. And this is just like the music industry, and the amount of physical copies are about to go down the drain.
Well, it's not so much physical as used. They don't make hardly any money off of new stuff. They want you to buy used. That's what their bread and butter is. Yeah,
but they're in the business of physical copies of games.
Oh yeah, absolutely get what you're saying.
And that's just not going to work anymore.
Hey, I buy used games. I mean, not used.
I know
physical
I buy used games too. You buy physical. I buy some physicals, but it's more convenient to sit on my couch and say, you know what, I think I want to play Monster Hunter today. Let me just go buy it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Digital is definitely shooting up, but I don't think physical is going anywhere. Simply because of the fact that if you look at the home video market, there's still a huge market for physical. Otherwise, they would have done away with DVDs and Blu-ray a long time ago. There's still enough of a market there for it.
Yeah, but the music industry totally tanked on that. Best Buy is removing CDs from their stores.
I absolutely agree. I can't remember the last time I bought a CD. I seriously can't.
And it used to be the thing to have a book of fucking CDs.
Mm-hmm.
You bring that to your sleepovers, and you're like, check out this latest and greatest, and then then you had your bootlegs and all that. But
I think the reason that CDs have gone the way of fucking Betamax is because most people. I mean, think about it. When you bought a CD, how many times you listened to like one or two tracks off there, and the rest was just shit.
A lot.
Yeah, but you don't do that with movies and games. You don't buy parts of movies and parts of games. You buy the whole thing. So it's buying it on physical. You know what you're getting, and you know it's going to be good. Versus CD, I'm not going to pay $15 to get 2 or 3 songs. I can just go to iTunes and buy 1 or 2 songs for $1 or $2 each, or $1 each.
I mean, you can buy a bad game.
Yeah, but beforehand you can rent that shit. And besides, what kind of refund are you going to be able to get for buying a bad game digitally? You going to be able to trade that bad boy in?
As soon as you get a trophy, you can't turn it in on the PlayStation Store. I found that out the hard way.
I think that should be revamped too. So I kind of tend to agree. I do think that digital will be the predominant way to buy games. I do agree with Jeremy. I don't think physical's going away.
I agree with that too. I think digital is going to dominate the majority of sales, but physical is going to do enough to stick around.
Even now, you have companies like Limited Run.
Yeah,
they do physical copies of digital only games, which is really cool because they do limited edition games.
Yep. Collector's market out there, man.
Yeah, so it's there, and it'll never go away. Just like carts will never go away. Cartridges are still a thing. People still buy, still trade in cartridges. It's just became antiquated. It just didn't go away.
Yeah, I agree. You've seen my game room. You know it.
Yes, I have. Exactly. I prefer the more and more digital. The only thing is with GameStop. Like when I purchased the PS4, I pre-ordered it and I went and I'd say 4 or 5 months before, and I'll just go put money down on it as I had extra money. And that was so convenient, right? Same thing with games. You can pre-order it in advance and put down money when you have extra money. And it just makes it more convenient for some people because not everybody has money to do that. But on digital, you don't have that option yet. You have to pay everything up front. So once they iron this stuff out, I definitely see digital being the way to go. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see what happens with GameStop. I don't foresee too many changes. I think they've kind of got their will set.
Yeah, I really don't. He's not going to do much to change it.
Yeah, so
they're going to just keep pushing the things that are hot. Like all the stores have pop dolls, and all of them have little collector's items, and they're trying to give you another reason to go in there besides just the games.
Honestly, I think the last thing I bought from a GameStop was that Goku statue.
The last thing I got from GameStop, Carmen gave to me, and that was the the Pop Mystery Bundle.
But you got to think even if you go into GameStop to buy that statue, you always take a lap.
Yeah,
you don't go in and you don't go in. This isn't like when you go to Walmart and you need toothpaste. Like at Walmart, you grab your toothpaste, you check out. At GameStop, you find that collector's item you wanted, that pop doll, that Goku statue, that God of War thing, or whatever. And then you end up taking a lap, and you end up looking at all the new games that are out, and you're like, all right, I know that these are there. And then you start flipping through all the used titles.
Yeah, I can't.
Man, I don't know. I'm the kind of dude who walks into Walmart for toothpaste, and I might walk out with a TV and a Switch. Like, I've done that more than once
I
with
can
different
definitely
stuff.
You've
I
walked
can-
out with a TV and a Switch
No,
more than
I
once.
say with different stuff.
He walked out with it. He didn't pay for it. He walked out with it.
Don't tell my ways.
So,
Let's
but,
keep
I
it
mean,
moving,
that's-
fellas.
That's the case in that situation.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But like I said, I think we all can agree that we don't see too many changes coming. They know what they're doing. They're not going to reinvent their wheel. So hopefully the former CEO gets his health back and lives a long, fruitful life. Let's talk about our favorite game here on Hella Average, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I know it's going to be our game of the century, best game ever developed, best PC and Xbox game. I just know how much we love it here. So they released Reshade, which
They
is
didn't release Reshade.
who? What do you?
Reshade is by somebody else.
Okay, so Reshade's by somebody else.
So it's a
Like,
mod.
Why would they ban their own thing?
Right. So it's a palette swap, and it was supposed to make the game look better. Well, when you have it now, you can't even boot the game up. So, did you read the article of why they did that, or?
Well, it's just that it was giving people an advantage. So they don't want people cheating. They want everybody to have the same experience.
How is
So
it giving
if-
them an advantage, though?
It was improving the graphical quality of the game.
So making the game look better. It sounds to me like they're intimidated that someone else is doing their job better than them.
I mean, you see that in all kinds of PC games. They do that with everything.
Yeah, that's the
They
whole point.
up-res Grand Theft Auto and
That's the whole point of PC gaming.
Do you know who made the mod? Or the add-on?
I don't know. I don't play PUBG. I don't keep
Okay.
up with it.
So it's supposed to be an add-on.
It's a good add-on.
PUBG said nay, basically. But not only that, they were going to roll out a new anti-cheating system, which it seems like this is going to be a pretty substantial rollout. If you don't know, the people who play PC, like they've got bots everywhere, and it can be a nightmare at the higher levels of gameplay. You don't see it so much on lower level gameplay. But apparently they it got delayed, so it's not out yet. But they've been on like a banning spree. Like they've been banning so many fucking people, it's ridiculous.
They brought that band hammer.
Yeah, so there's no
They're
telling
never
what's
gonna
going to
be able shut
happen.
it down.
Yeah, you can't shut it down fully, but any measure to help will be good. So I'm wondering, like all these people they're banning, plus this anti-cheating system they'll roll out, it's got to take a big bite out of it,
Yeah, it's gonna really do some work.
and that's good. I mean, you see, I know that some of the higher competitive players who play PUBG, they talk about having the game starting and they're inside on a second floor house, and they get sniped from a guy, 600 yards away through 18 trees in a bush, and it's not possible,
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, the cheating is real in that game, and the real reason behind it is because you can make there's money to be made in PUBG with all these loot boxes to
Yeah.
open, these outfits, and certain outfits go for thousands of dollars if I'm not mistaken, or certain pieces. And I think that's kind of what is the basis for all like this intense cheating.
Yeah, like you might as well, if you run it, you're an A+ player and you're getting all the loot, then why not?
So PUBG's got a long road ahead of them to knock this out, but it looks like they're taking steps in the right direction, so that's always good.
And they're going
And
to
one-
just continue to take L's from Fortnite.
once they can drop this update, we'll give you all the news and results from that.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, next week. Come fast. I just want to talk about PUBG. Come faster than Jeremy on his first time.
Dude, phrasing.
All right, so we talked a little bit about it earlier. The new PS4 5.50 update's out, and there's quite a few things. It makes organizing your games easier. They're allowing custom wallpapers off USB devices now, so
Oh, that's
you
cool.
can you can Photoshop something on your computer, throw it on the PlayStation back for the wallpaper. But it seems like the biggest thing is super sampling.
Now, what is super sampling exactly?
So basically, what it does is it's going to take a 1080p,
Mm-hmm.
and super sampling will basically allow you to upgrade the graphics without. It's not really upgrading, but it gives you a higher graphic fidelity,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Makes it look better?
It basically renders it at a higher resolution, and then downscales it to your display's resolution. So like the game's rendered higher. So like they might render the game in 4K, then they'll bring it back down to your absolute maximum.
So it sounds like it maximizes the picture based on your TV.
Yeah, so it's going to be greater clarity for sure.
Okay.
So I'll read the article off GameSpot, and I'll kind of paraphrase it. It'll be a feature that will be of interest for those who are connected to a non-4K display. Similar to those games with PS4 Pro enhancement, it allows super sampling to be utilized for more games. This process involves a game being rendered at higher resolution, up to 4K, and then downscaled to your display's resolution, thereby providing greater clarity. It won't necessarily benefit everything, but it definitely complements the existing boost mode. So, who knows? So, Jeremy, though, what I'm thinking is, now that I'm reading this article, I don't think that's an option on
you think it's just
base PS4. I think it's PS4 Pro.
I was gonna say just Pro.
Yeah. So that's what it sounds like. So I kind of jumped the gun on that.
God damn it, Sony!
So
I don't
you don't
buy,
have it.
I don't want to buy a third PlayStation 4. Don't make me.
Yeah, it's only on the Pro. So if you have the Pro and you're not hooked up to 4K, then it'll super sample it to make it higher resolution.
Okay.
If you're on a regular PlayStation, you're just kind of stuck where you are, buddy. I'm sorry.
Sounds like you need to get an upgrade.
God damn it.
Go ahead and get the Pro. Go ahead and get you a TV and just call it a day.
UPGR.
I've got it.
Double D.
I was gonna say I've got a
double
TV.
dose of pimping. You got a 4K TV?
No, I got a TV.
Yeah, but if you get the Pro, you might as well get the 4K TV.
I ain't got that much money. Come on now.
Yeah, you do. You're loaded. What are you talking about?
Bro, GameStop will give you a killing for your PlayStation.
Man, they'll give me $60.
No, fuck they won't, dude. They gave me like almost $200.
Me too.
Damn.
That's why I got the Pro.
Damn.
Yeah, and if you have a Power Up Rewards card, they'll give you even more.
I ain't got that.
$50 more dollars. I'll give you my phone number. Use mine. Save the 15. Get your money.
There you go.
We're all about helping out and spreading the love here.
Yeah. If you want to hook us up on Power Up Rewards, DM me on Twitter.
Do y'all know who Jess Cliff is?
Jess Cliff?
No. All right. Very good. That was pretty good and timely. Well, if you're not playing Counter-Strike, you might not know who he is, but he's the co-creator of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, he's a real gem.
He's a good guy. He just got charged with paying a minor for sex.
Woo!
Let's just put this out there. Don't fuck kids.
Yes. Now, obviously, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. This is like cops over here, okay? But the dude got charged and allegedly paid a minor to get him off, and that's just not the way things should be done in America or anywhere else.
Yeah, it's not acceptable anywhere in the world.
So don't do it.
Well, it's acceptable in certain parts, but they're not exactly places we like over here.
You're right. Damn people. I was about to call somebody up, and I was like, that'd be bad to just make a joke.
Yeah, real bad. Like, you're about to cut our audience in half.
I won't do that.
Hey, the people who do that, they don't speak our language.
That's true. But yeah, so, I mean, it's shitty. I mean, you've seen this happening a lot lately for some reason.
That's true, actually.
The stuff with the Olympic coach or doctor and
that piece of shit.
Did you see that dad who went after him in the courtrum? God, that got me hyped up.
Dude, he didn't even get charged. Who's going to charge him for that?
I know.
Who's going to charge him for that shit?
Yeah.
That guy was such a G though. He was like, "Can I get 5 minutes?"
Yeah,
5 minutes
alone with him in a room.
Yeah.
And he's like,
she's like, "No, I can't do that." He's like, "Well, can I get 1 minute?" Bro, I would have loved to just see the thrashing that man could have given him in 1 minute.
He would have killed him.
He'd have been dead, yeah. I don't have kids, but I can only imagine the absolute fury he must have been feeling at that point.
And the people were trying to defend the other guy, talking about due process. And I understand that's a great part of America, but
yes.
You're basically, at this point, you're defending a multiple-timed rapist.
And don't get me wrong, he does get the right to due process, and he had that due process. And he chose the plea deal, and fuck him, he's a pedophile. So
yeah, and he'll get what's coming to him in
I could
prison.
really go off on this subject. Like, we'd end up, just stopping the video game talk to go into this.
I think the best way to sum it up is, it's just like they said on South Park, we're all for equality and all that gay shit, but dude, fuck you.
Exactly. So anyway, long story short, I think Karma summed it up. Don't fuck kids.
Yeah, that's just the basics.
There's this little game development company called Rockstar. You might have heard of it. They're the producers and developers of a little game called Grand Theft Auto.
I hear that game's really fucking sucking it up.
Yeah, well, it's been on the top 10 list since this came out, which is about 3 years ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But they announced their new game coming out. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, but it got pushed back to October 26th. It is basically Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West. Red Dead Redemption 2 will be coming out in October. I'm stoked for it. Like, I can't wait for this game. I mean, I played the fuck out of GTA 5. I've always been a fan of Rockstar. I love the Wild West. I mean, this all signs point to Cam on this game. If I make this statement right now,
bro, I'm stoked about this game. I didn't play the first Red Dead, and I regretted it. I think about it all the time, all the articles I read and all the videos I watched on XPlay, and all these things. And now I'm gonna get a chance to actually play it. And
yeah, I played it a little bit in hindsight, so I didn't play it when it came out. But yeah, I'm super stoked for this game. I mean, Rockstar doesn't really do bad work. They're the kings, really, of the ongoing gameplay.
I would say
the games are lasting.
I would say they're the kings of open world gaming.
Well, yeah, excuse me. Well, I mean, so GTA 5's big thing was their online. And Rockstar never really dabbled in the online, and to have them do such a expansive world, not really world, but expansive online mode, blew a lot of people out of the water, including myself. But I know me and Carmen are going to be into this. Jeremy, he's probably not going to touch this game.
Big old pass. I just don't. Rockstar's a fine company. I just don't give a shit about anything they make. You have
to like their style of game. You have to like the way that they present things.
And I don't at all. I mean, I might sound like a little bit of a dick, but all their games are pretty much the same thing, just reskinned.
I can't argue that. I mean, they add new mechanics and they add a few new things, but overall, you know what you're going to do in every Grand Theft Auto game.
Yep.
The thing that they improve on, though, is the way that they scale these areas and the way that they really build the worlds. I find that to be super impressive.
I admire them because they've carved out a very good niche for them in the gaming world. They do one thing, which is open world games, but they've got it down to a fucking art. So they know what they're doing. It just happens that it's just something I don't care about. So good for all y'all. I'll be over here hunting some monsters.
All right, I'll make sure to tell you how it goes. All right, so the next article I saw that I thought was extremely interesting was they announced what this year's Call of Duty is going to be. To go back and catch everybody up. Each year, a different company does a Call of Duty, so they alternate. It alternates between Treyarch and what's the other one? Help me out here, guys.
Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward. Yep.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
No, Sledgehammer and Treyarch, I believe.
Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer.
Yep. So they alternate each different year. So this year, I believe it's Treyarch's turn. I think they're the Black Ops. Let me go double check that. But nonetheless, Black Ops 4 is going to be the new Call of Duty. Black Ops has actually been one of their highest selling and best franchises in the Call of Duty, so I'm pretty stoked about it.
I'd be stoked if I was an 8-year-old boy again.
Man, I put so much time into Black Ops.
Their target audience
too. Treyarch is Black Ops, so I can't fucking wait. I'm not actually. I really don't care this time. I'm not going to buy it.
I was about to say you're not a Call of Duty fan.
I said somehow World War II got me, and it was a good purchase.
Yeah, but you don't like
perfect.
I would say you don't like the modern Call of Duties. That's what Black Ops is.
I loved Black Ops 2. I skipped Black Ops 3. And then, I don't know, Black Ops 4 might be my time to shine. Go straight to the top of the leaderboards, dog.
We'll see. I'll be interested to hear Carmen's take on it. I'm probably not going to get it. And if Carmen gets it and he's, Cool Hand Luke and just rocking the leaderboards, I might have to jump on it.
Yeah, you never know.
The one thing I like from every Call of Duty release is watching the videos of those guys trolling the 10-year-olds online. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there's some pretty... I mean, if you want to see some good videos, there's some pretty fucking funny Call of Duty videos. But, moving on. Snoop Dogg, my man, is an optional announcer in UFC 3.
Oh, faux shizzle, my nizza?
Yes, and it is hilarious. If you haven't already, go to YouTube, check out the lines that he's laying down. They're awesome. Fucking hilarious.
He man dizzly hizzy. He hit him in the hizzy.
That would be pretty cool. But he doesn't do a lot of hizzies and dizzies.
That I would love it if they just had a moment that's all he talked in was the hizzies.
That would be pretty fucking funny.
Looks like he just pissed up him in his head.
Your Snoop Dogg impression is epic, Jeremy.
Thank you.
It's like
I think
it's very country.
Very like South Park of you.
That's actually
But it's hilarious. Like I showed it to Carmen and he loved it. But I mean, you gotta go check this shit out. It's hilarious. I mean, the one-liners he has is ridiculous. So I'm still not going to buy the game. That's not enough for me to buy the game. But
I don't
really
like
cool.
these games.
I actually heard that UFC's this one's a pretty good iteration of the title. So I'm, good for them.
But
I like the demos. I like to download the demos, play like 2 matches, and then delete it.
It'll still be fun as shit to watch, though.
Yeah, that might be something to look into for Select Start. Well, I'll put some thought into it.
I do hope that it would be cool if like UFC looks into or the games in the future keep getting like interesting celebrity commentators. It's particularly the ones that are known for having like an interesting voice or voice pattern, like Snoop Dogg. Like that'd be really cool for some DLC.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, that would be epic. And so on this day, he punched him in the head. And then he swept the leg. I'm Morgan Freeman.
Dr. Disrespect, famous streamer. I'm sure you know his shtick. He wears the sunglasses and he's got a ridiculous mustache and like this mullet. He plays a lot of PUBG. Well, he had some family issues. He cheated on his wife, I believe. So he stopped streaming for a while.
Yeah, I love how you brushed over that. You were like, he had some family issues. He cheated on his wife. And yeah, he's back.
So he made a comeback. And let me tell you what happened. His first stream back, he broke the Twitch viewer record with well over 350,000 viewers.
He crashed his channel.
Crashed his channel and made something like $15,000 to $20,000 in that one stream.
Got a chicken dinner in his first match.
How ridiculous is that?
That's fucked up.
I honestly, when he made the announcement that he was going to take a hiatus, I was like, this is a sham. And then when he came back and did this, I feel like it's even more of a sham.
That's a good point. It's kind of like when Hostess announced that they were discontinuing Twinkies just to drive up fucking fervor for them.
Yeah, you just need to rebrand yourself. I'm a new man. I don't cheat on my wife anymore. I'm Dr. Disrespect. Like, with a name like Dr. Disrespect, you should be, like, beating your children to death. Actually, don't beat your children to death. Or fuck
And
them.
he was voted, like, top streamer at the Video Game Awards. I forget what it was actually called, like, most influential streamer or something like that. But, I don't know, man. Like, to have somebody make, nearly half of what people make in a year in 2 hours or whatever it is, just blows me away.
Makes
off,
me...
off maybe something he did on purpose as a ploy.
Just makes me question the people who are watching him.
Well, I question people anyway, but I just don't. I don't know what people think. But I mean, good on him. Like, good on him coming back. He's obviously an influential streamer. He's got the most popular channel on Twitch, and he is fun and entertaining to watch. I've watched his stuff before, so whatever. Can't be mad at him. Who cares?
I mean, somebody can be mad at him, a.k.a. his wife.
Yeah. There you go. Carl.
Boom.
Just lay it on him.
But you know what? He was like, "Hey, baby, I might have cheated on you, but I just put 20,000 in the account. Go to the mall.
Buy something nice.
Money solves
And tell
everything.
Susie to come over."
Call it for me.
Hey, call your sister.
For $20,000, I'll have them both at the same time.
At the same damn time.
And last but not least,
We're
finally,
fucking sick in the head. Well, let's pause for a moment, like a moment of silence for our sickness.
I've came to terms with my sickness. I don't need to pause.
Dude, I'm down with the sickness.
There we go. All these puns are just flying tonight.
I know. They're so punny.
Finally, Crash Bandicoot. It's been a awesome exclusive on the PlayStation.
Won some certain Game of the Year awards from certain channels you may or may not be listening to.
It did. It absolutely did. It's going to the Switch and the PC. I'm okay with the port. I can't lie. When it came to us, we had it for plenty of time. And I say us, 'cause I'm a PlayStation player more than anything, but it came to the PlayStation. Spent a lot of time there. One of the best games to be put on the PlayStation. And now it's going to other systems, so it's going into more people's hands. You can't be mad about that.
Spreading the love.
You guys can't be mad about that. I'm not thrilled about it.
I mean, but now you can play Crash on the plane, or the train,
On your
or in the automobile. Carmen, breathe, buddy. I'm just waiting for it.
All right.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Woos-
In through the
woosah.
nose, out through the mouth. But I'm not okay with it not being a PlayStation exclusive.
Well, you know,
I don't care that it needs to get in more people's hands. The
But
game
what's-
has sold a lot. They've made plenty of money.
they gotta make more money.
Yeah, I don't care about that. It's about the integrity of what the mascot is to the PlayStation.
Well, Sony doesn't own them. Doesn't own Crash anymore.
It doesn't matter to me.
Matters to the people who own Crash.
It's a respect thing. It's like
I agree, but you know what?
you don't see Mario on the Xbox.
Because Nintendo owns Mario.
But if Nintendo stopped owning Mario,
I would
you
love.
would
I
be weirded out by the fact that Mario is not on a Nintendo console.
Dude, I would fucking love for Mario or Zelda to be on the PlayStation. I would fucking love it. That's what I've been asking for years.
But I
Yeah,
get where
but-
you're coming from, Carm. Like,
But it's just like it's like disrespectful to the history of said game.
Tell that to Sonic.
it's like seeing Sweet Tooth in Mario Kart.
Yeah, like I don't
Which
want
would be
that.
pretty sick.
What's next? Sonic and Mario working together at the Winter Olympics?
Was that a game?
I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
Several games.
yeah, they made a lot of Olympics games, but it just bothers me. It's like if you want to play this game, you should get a PlayStation.
Well, I mean, I'm
I
not
agree.
gonna.
I mean, I'm all about exclusive titles, but if they're going to do it, I'm all about them taking good games into other people's hands.
I could see where you're coming from if it was exclusive to the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Something that started on the Sony platforms and became a Nintendo exclusive. That would make me angry. It's kind of like what happened with Bayonetta. Like it started on the PlayStation, and Xbox. The first one was never on any Nintendo console.
And now it's a
Nintendo exclusive. And while I would prefer it be on PlayStation or Xbox, the fact is Nintendo paid to have it made. So I got nowhere to gripe.
R.I.P. Carmen, R.I.P.
Yeah,
That's it,
I mean,
ladies and gentlemen.
it just trips me out.
We've come to the end of another podcast. We thank you for taking this journey with us. It's all about you. It's always about you. It's never about us.
It's always about me. Me, baby.
So if there's nothing else, Carmen, why don't you give them the rundown?
Well, like we said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to start updating our website again. We're going to do better about putting up all our content there. So keep an eye out on HellaAverageGaming.com. We're posting everything on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. I keep pushing this Patreon thing, but if you guys aren't going to give us any money, then just tell us. Like, stop talking about that shit.
Yeah, stop teasing us, man.
Yeah, like,
It's
all I
not
want
cool.
is $1. I just want $1. If you give me $1, I'll play Resogun for an hour.
You're gonna do that
And
either way, with or without the dollar.
You're right. Okay, so I'll play Monster Hunter for an hour. How about that?
Oh, there you go. That's actually
So
pretty good.
I'll bribe you guys into making me play games I don't want to play at patreon.com/HellaAverageGaming, I think. But on that note, stay Hella Average. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Jeremy, say goodbye.
I said bye. Bitch.
Bye. Bye, boy.